Man, what a beautiful day, Molly.
Perfect. This is the best day we've seen in a long time.
In a long time. Hey y'all, this is Dan with the Southern Paddler Channel. It is Saturday, January the 2nd. It's about noon. Molly and I are out here on the Wheeler National Wildlife Refuge here in Decatur. Molly, say hey.
Hey.
There's Molly. And we're paddling up Flint Creek. We put in at Osprey Point. They were calling for low to mid 50s and mostly cloudy. At noon, it's about, last I checked, it was 50 degrees, but it's mostly sunny. As a matter of fact, you can see only a very few small clouds on the horizon, very small and spread out. So it's completely sunny, and because of the sun, we've had to already shed a layer because it is warm out here in the sun. It feels great. There was very little wind for most of the morning. We're picking up just a little bit right now, but it's not bad. So we're still going upstream, up current. There is some current because of the rain that we had New Year's Eve and New Year's Day here and then through most of the state. So they're pulling water, and we got a little current to contend with. But right now it's not bad. So we've already been out for a little while and stopped and kind of got out on one of these little mud islands and walked around and explored a little bit. We're just taking our time and just enjoying this really nice day and kicking off our 2021. We're gonna paddle a little bit. I'll check in with y'all later. See all the birds up in this tree here. Is that
That's
crows?
pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, bunch of crows. It's a murder of crows, is that right?
Murder of crows.
Hey, little thing with the lapkin. So hard to have. Oh, it's a big heron.
Wow.
He didn't like my singing.
No, he didn't.
Thought it'd be all cool to be singing the Black Crows with a murder of crows around, and the heron chimed in and ruined my song. Threw me off.
But look how pretty that is with the silhouettes of the birds.
Yeah. The mistletoe. Trying to run me over, baby?
Huh?
Trying to run me over?
I am. Getting all in your business over there.
All up in my business. Hey, look at these little bubbles, see them?
I wonder what that is.
Fish farts.
Fish forward.
Well, we're just paddling up Flint Creek here. We're just enjoying the sunshine and the views and listening to the birds, and just really a beautiful winter day. Technically, we're in we're in winter now, and of course for Molly and I, you know, being out like this, that's just what we do. You know, that's our hobby, that's our therapy, that's what we want to do, what we plan for. You know, just most of our you know, outings and stuff are centered around being outside. You know, as y'all know, for several years now, hiking's kind of been my thing. Molly's hiking was her thing, and since we met earlier in 2020, we've she's done more paddling, I've done more hiking, and we've just enjoyed, you know, being outside in different ways, and in the woods or on the water. And you know, we were talking about it. 2020 was a rough year for a lot of people, but before New Year's even got here, we knew that we wanted to get out today. This was what we were planning for and looking forward to. So you know, we said, hey, we're, you know, this is what we want to do, is get out and enjoy New Year's Day, get outside. And so that's what we're doing. This is how we're starting our year, and just make sure that we keep getting some outside time and some sunshine and fresh air, and and that'll help. And we're just looking forward to the good Lord is willing, having another great year of being outside and enjoying nature. Isn't that right, Molly?
You got it. While you were talking, there was a crane. There was one of these white herons catching fish.
On the right side?
Yeah.
I saw that a little bit, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I saw him when he was walking up. I thought he had something in his hand.
Yeah.
The only
In his
thing that
hand?
worked, huh? I mean, in his mouth, in his hand, yeah. You never seen egret hands? Come on, Molly, pay attention. Need to get you some binoculars.
I know. Oh.
Hey, where do you think chicken fingers come from? Right, this is a little cut through right through here that come through in the summertime. The water's up over here. It's about 1 to 2 feet deep. So I paddle through here a lot. But we pulled up here and we're gonna walk through and then back that way. I saw some sandhill cranes. I don't know if my camera will pick them up. We're gonna kind of ease through here. I don't know if y'all can see them back in that corner.
Look at it over there, baby.
Yeah.
See him?
Yeah.
Pretty, huh?
Yep. Looks like a blue heron
And a crane, a sandhill crane.
and a white
White
egret and a crane. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we stopped along Flint Creek and just kind of walking through some dried up areas of the refuge. We have to be careful because I know the whole point of the refuge is to provide a sanctuary for wildlife and specifically waterfowl. And so, you know, and there are rules about areas that you can't go into, and keeping a certain distance from wildlife and birds especially. So we try to be mindful of that. But this is a place that's kind of dried up that show you around. There's a little pool of water here. We still will hold birds, and as you saw when we came up, there were some sandhill cranes, but they flew off, so we try not to harass them too much. But it is nice to get out and explore a little bit, just right around this. Try to stay close to the waterways and the banks. You know, for 2021, if you don't get outdoors a lot, I think this would be a good year to try it. It's one of those things where most of the time outdoor stuff is still going to be open, even with the social distancing and the virus stuff. It's just a good thing to do, and one of the reasons I do it and I enjoy it so much, just, you know, people get out for lots of reasons, and for some it's, you know, they're pursuing you know, the fish or game, they're hunting. You know, for others it's you know, and I'm kind of like this, not necessarily photography, but I like to video my trips, and I take pictures with my phone. So, you know, it's capturing the scenes and wildlife and clouds and sunsets. But you know, by and large, the #1 reason I get out is just for the serenity. You know, it's just for this right here. So if I just stop paddling and stop talking, it's calm, it's quiet, and it soothes my soul. It does Molly's too.
It does. It's amazing.
It is. It's amazing. You come out here and you just feel your blood pressure drop. And you know, and I've told, you know, some people, you know, a lot of times when I'm going to a trip, I'll be driving, you know, anxious to get there, thinking about getting there, and going through my mind, do I have everything and stuff? And it's easy to kind of get caught up in the rat race, so to speak, of going on these adventures and stuff. And you do have to plan ahead and be prepared. But you know, once I get there and once I'm on the water or on the trail, and when I'm driving back from that, I'm a completely different person. You know, whereas before I may be a little anxious and want to get there and get everything set up and going. Coming back, I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm doing like 10 miles under the speed limit, and I don't care about anything. I'm relaxed, and I feel good having gotten outside and enjoyed nature, and it's just it literally is kind of like therapy for me, and I think it is for a lot of people. That's why I hope a lot of people really take advantage of this time to go outdoors when maybe there aren't as many other options. And just whether it's, if you don't want, and obviously getting on the water requires a boat and gear, life vests and paddles and all this stuff. But it don't have to be anything, it don't have to be anything extravagant. Just get on a trail, go to a park even. Just go out and sit, find a quiet place, and just listen and relax. And if you want to go with a friend, do it. If you want to have some friends with you and do it by yourself, that's fine too. But I think 2021 is a good year to continue this outdoor trend that we've already seen started for a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a pelican.
Is it?
Yep. That drag mark right here. Almost looks like drag marks.
Yeah.
All right, it is 2:15. We just stopped at this little beach here. I'll spin around where you can kind of see it on the front camera. Stopped there and kind of walked this little sandy beach and took a few pictures and just explored a little bit. And so now we're back on Flint Creek, and we're at a little junction here where the channel kind of splits and goes 3 different ways, but it actually all meets back up just a couple hundred yards down. But we're going around there's a little horseshoe bend here we're going to go around, and so we're doing that. We're going with the current now. We're headed back to the truck, and we're just gonna it should be a pretty easy float back. We've been going against both current and wind most of the way back here, so now we've got both of those going in our favor. So it should be a nice, easy, relaxing float back to the truck, and we're just going to take our time. And we still got a couple hours before daylight. I think we'll be there in an hour or less. So we're just going to take this in a little more, and I'll probably check in with y'all in a little bit. Man, look at that's pretty there with
It is.
the little dimples and the sun,
Yeah.
the shadows. Hear the cranes up way over there?
Yeah, it's a wonderful sound.
That looks like a volleyball or something up there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I saw a basketball earlier.
Did you?
It's Wilson.
Wilson! The Alabama floats, he's come across Wilson on his videos before.
Yeah, maybe that's.
Look out Wilson right here. Wilson! 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 Okay. Saved Wilson.
Interesting fact, Molly, that most people are not aware that the actor that played Wilson on Castaway is also the same one that played in the volleyball scene on Top Gun. True fact.
I had no idea.
All right, folks, we are getting close to the truck. Got to go into the highway first. That's going to be a little noisy, so I thought I'd go ahead and kind of do my outro here. But we've had a good trip. Hope y'all have enjoyed our little adventure here on the Wheeler National Wildlife Refuge, Flint Creek. And thanks for joining along. I hope y'all all have a happy, prosperous, and healthy 2021. Happy New Year, everybody. Okay, that sounded weird. I probably won't. I don't want to edit that one out.
I was thinking, wait a minute,
Yeah.
what?
Okay. I mean, that's a lot of yapping, wasn't it? I'm gonna have to edit that down a little bit. Note to self: edit that out.
Okay, please.